Well, how do you screw up a game, Sheldon? Please tell me, how do you screw up a game that's in your hand? It's like as if someone came and whispered something in KL Rao's ears, and he was like, okay, fine, GT, you can take this game away, served on a silver platter. Here you go. I'm still recovering from that, Sheldon. As I don't support LSG that much,
Yeah.
but it's just the manner in which they lost. I feel they won't be able to recover from this, and I think it's going to take a long time for them. But welcome back to Boundary Podcast, guys. Dillon Pink here, along with Sheldon Dougherty. Two mad games that's happened today. All that and more we are going to discuss. But first, the game between Lucknow and Gujarat that happened today. Gujarat earlier scored 135 on what looked like a different wicket to bat on. Ball wasn't that easier to hit, and Hardik was the only one who scored in that team there. And you would have thought that Lucknow had this game in the bag, and they did. Let me tell you, Sheldon, they did have the game in the bag. They had the key. But then, like I said, it was as if someone came and whispered something to KL Rahul, and he just gave the key to Hardik and Gujarat and said, please take this game away.
Dill, I couldn't believe what I was watching, Dill. It was one of the ultimate bottle jobs from Lucknow yesterday, Dill. I mean, to get into the position they were, Dill, when you're 105 for one, chasing 130 odd, I mean, come on, guys. I know the pitch was tough, okay? I'm going to say that first, Dill.
Yeah,
Obviously, it wasn't that easy to score. But,
yeah.
Dill, even if you're playing on a minefield, you should chase it from that position that they were in. I mean, here Rahul was in. Krunal Pandya was in. They were one
Hmm,
wicket down. They are one of the strongest middle orders as well, Dil, with Stoinis,
exactly.
Puran, Dhoni. I mean, it's pretty much done. I was ready to put off the TV at that time, Dil. I thought, okay, it's over. Let's get ready for the second game. And then I look and I'm like, what? Gujarat have pulled this out from nowhere. And I mean, it seems only a KL Rahul team could lose from this position, Dil, because they've been in this type of position before. You feel when KL Rahul was captain at Punjab as well.
Absolutely, Sheldon. KL Rahul, I don't know how he does these things to himself, or rather, the bad things like to happen to KL Rahul and his team there. But Sheldon, I'm just having a look at these numbers here. It's absolutely insane. 48 to win of 54 with all nine wickets in hand, 23 to win of the last 18 balls. 23, you still think that, yes, you can do this. Like, it's
Yeah.
pretty simple. KL Rahul is set there. You do it. 17 to win of two, still possible. 12 to win of the last over. But by then, you're like, okay, hold on. If they are struggling to make 17 to win of 12, you're like, okay, what's happening here? And that's when I was like, I was watching the match and I'm like, 17 to win of 12. Yeah, I was going to take charge in this over. But then that 19th over from Mohammad Shami was just some top class stuff, Sheldon. He just didn't allow Rahul to hit a shot there. And just when it needed the most, he just couldn't, do anything about it.
Yeah, and it was quite shocking also because Rahul was there throughout the innings, right? He
Yeah.
batted throughout. So you think if anyone got used to the surface, it would be KL Rahul, right? By the time
Yeah.
he got to the end. But it seemed like as his innings was going on, he was struggling even more. And it almost felt like it was getting tougher to bat on towards the end of the innings. But yeah, Dil,
Yeah.
that second last over by Mohammad Shami, top class death bowling, Dil. I mean,
Yeah.
I thought yesterday we saw some great death bowling in both games, but Mohammad Shami, Dil, proving that people say sometimes he's not that good in the death, but yesterday, what an over that was, Dil.
Yeah, absolutely, Sheldon. Some top class stuff by even Mohit Sharma there. I thought he did a
Yeah, oh
brilliant
wow.
job bowling the over before that, also 18th, 19th, and 20th. The last over, also four wickets, including two by Mohit Sharma and two runouts. And you're just wondering, like, how is this unraveled like so far? Like you said, 105 for one and 128 for seven. And then
Yeah.
Gujarat lose, I mean, and LSG lose by 7 runs. And you're like, where did this all like start? And then I'm just like going back and I'm like, how did this happen? And I just can't wrap my head around it, Sheldon. But Gujarat, I thought, also played really well there to reach 135. And you knew that if they had to get 150 around on that wicket, it was going to be really, really tough. Hardik played an impressive knock there, but like you even said, apart from Hardik, no one else did anything for the team, right?
Yeah, the Hardik's knock was really good. It was still captain's knock as well. I was
Yeah,
so happy to see him come at number three as well. He
yeah,
took responsibility, Dil, on a tough wicket, and he's
yeah,
showing why India made him T20 captain as well. He's just
yeah,
growing, Dil. Each year you watch him, and each
yeah,
game he plays, and I thought it was a terrific knock on a tough surface as well. But
yeah.
yeah, Dil, the middle order in both teams, I think, will be looking at themselves and thinking we didn't do enough because, okay, I get it, it's tough, but I mean, you got to score more there, right? Gujarat, you were right. They should have probably gotten 140, 150, the
Yeah.
way Hardik was playing as well. And Lucknow also, when you look at it, the Puran and Stoinis and all, like,
Yeah.
get into that position, you don't need boundaries still. That's the thing. You said they needed less than run a ball, right? As well in the
Yeah,
last six. So you don't need fours and sixes. Just rotate the strike, guys.
yeah.
That was shocking to see, Dil. So many dot balls in the death overs of a T20 game.
So KL Rahul ends up finally scoring 68 of 61, but he got his 50 of 38 balls. Now, this is one of the fastest he's played. Now, hold on. He got a 50 of 38 balls. So the balance 18 runs there has come off 20 something balls, the balance 18 runs. And you're talking about a guy who went hard in the first 6 overs, just couldn't get the scoreboard moving. And you start to think that, okay, fine, is it good sometimes to take the game that deep and go? Or if you have a set batsman there, would you rather finish it? But you got to say that Gujarat bowled really well, right?
Yeah, Dil. Gujarat did bowl really well, Dil. But again, KL Rahul will be kicking himself because there's no reason you should take it that deep, Dil. Especially after the start he got. He
Yeah.
got to just go for it. I mean, they have so much batting below him as well, Dil. He might as well have just thought, okay, I'll go for it. If I get out, it's okay. There's a lot of batting below me, and the run rate would still be below six. So
Yeah.
they should be able to do it anyway. So yeah, that was shocking. But yeah, Dil, Gujarat's bowling, I thought, excellent. Noor as well. We asked why he
Oh
came
my
last game.
God. Yeah.
Brilliant yesterday, Dil.
It
Like
was.
another Rashid Khan, Dylan Gujarat Titans, right?
Yeah, and just on the day when Rashid Khan went for runs, so-called, I mean, he went for 33 runs, which is still considered good. But given the
Yeah,
context of the game, it was bad. He took a wicket there, 33 runs in 4 overs. There you have Noor Ahmed, 18 runs, 2 wickets in 4 overs. Mohit Sharma, 17 runs and 2 wickets. Brilliant death bowling there. And I thought Hardik rotated his bowlers really well. He knew what he was doing, Sheldon. He knew it straight up. And sometimes you get the feeling like, is this what makes teams invincible and good? Because we've been discussing this in our past few episodes as well, that teams like CSK and Mumbai and all that, they win
yeah,
from situations that are really tough. So GT also are looking, really dangerous, Sheldon. And you would have to think this is one of the most difficult situations to come off, right? Where the game is done and dusted, right? The halfway mark, it's done, right?
yeah, Dil, exactly. And we spoke in the last two games how Gujarat lost games they probably should have won,
Yeah.
and this game they won from a game which they were losing all day long, Dil. And yeah, Gujarat showing, Dil, why they're such a champion side and why they are so hard to beat, Dil. You have to be perfect from ball one to the last ball to beat this
Exactly.
Gujarat side.
Yeah.
And they're showing all the characteristics of a champion side yet again, Dil. Led perfectly by Hardik
Brilliant.
Pandya.
Yeah.
Bowling is brilliant. Mohit Sharma, Dil, he's come in 3 games and he's got 2 Man of the Match awards. And in the one
Abs-
game he Man of the Match award, he was 0 for 9 in his 2 overs. So even
yeah.
that game he was brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dil, what a find he's been this season as well for them.
Yeah, and lastly, Sheldon, to round up this bizarre match that
Yeah.
we've been discussing is should LSG have played Marcus Stoinis and the others a little bit up, especially Marcus Stoinis there, because we all know how he can bat. But Kunal Pandya came in at one down, so should they have sent up Marcus over there? At one down, probably he would have got set. I felt they missed something around there, right?
I think that's a good call, Dil, that you mentioned Stoinis as well, because he likes to take his time to get into innings, and we
Yeah,
know how dangerous he is also, Dil, once he gets in. And on
exactly.
this surface as well, when you're ahead of the game as Lucknow were, Dil, and they
Yeah,
didn't need to do that much, it would have been perfect to
exactly.
send Stoinis, or even
Exactly.
maybe a pool, go there and, okay, go try to finish the game as
Yeah,
fast as possible. Even if you get out, it's okay. We have batting
yeah,
below him.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they missed the trick there, Dil.
Yeah, because these guys came in the last over and they had to hit
Exactly.
because it's 12
Yeah,
runs to win of 4 balls. And then you have to hit a six, right? Or something, right? To
yeah.
bring the rate down there. And then they just couldn't. And both of them got out. And then you're thinking, like, okay, fine, man. Did we make a mistake somewhere? But this is going to hurt LSG for a really, really long
Yeah.
time. It's gonna sting them. And I hope they recover from this because we've all seen it, Sharon. It's happened in the past. Teams that lose like this, sometimes they don't recover well and it's just a downslide from there, right? And just hoping that KL can pick himself up. Unfortunately, he has to end up on the losing side after still playing so well on that kind of a wicket. But you would have to think that the others didn't do enough also for him, to get it. But that's it from us, guys, on the episode. Hope you had fun listening to this episode, and do stay tuned for more updates on Boundary Line Podcast. The link is in the description for our Instagram handle. Do follow it and let us know what you thought about the match in the comment section, guys. We really appreciate the comments that we've been getting. Also, do like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends. We'll see you soon in the next video.